This is the last dungeon that is going to be released with World of Warcraft's new expansion of Dragonflight. Located in the northern sky reaches of Thaldraszus, this place of higher learning has reopened. New students are encouraged to join and help restore order. Going back to school sounds fun when it's full of magic and mayhem. For now, come, take a seat by the fire. As the group of students arrive, the place is already bustling. Representatives from the 5 flights, as well as prospective students and curious onlookers are in attendance. It seems each student must first select a house, one based on the respective flights. But no sorting hats here, luckily. Our students get to choose. No sooner has the choice been made that the lesson begins. There is work to be done, and the teachers have plans, turning each chore into a wonderful lesson. The first lesson is a tale from the past on the dangers of arcane magic. The Blue Flight, in their pursuit of knowledge, conjured an arcane being that they lost control of. This is obviously a rare occurrence and almost never happens, unless you count... well, never mind that. Vexamus, this elemental, was named, and if you let it absorb too much magic, detention will be the least of your problems. It seems the composition and practical use of magic is of primary concern here. As they walk the botanical gardens, once again, careless overuse of magic has fed the fauna, more than a little. These plants have drunk off this magic and sprung to life. Now they hunger for more. You would think the chaos of fighting back the hedges would be enough exercise, but it appears the physical training as well as mental is important to the teachers at the academy. Time for a game of talon toss. Well, that is, if a giant predatory species of bird had not made this their nesting grounds. Looks like it will be up to the new students to once again clear the path. It looks as though the game still has some of its ancient magic still usable, and it can be put to good use in clearing them out. Well, that was not too bad, I guess, for the first wave of new students. Hopefully not every day is as eventful as this one. Well, looks like I spoke too soon. Long before the academy was sealed, the headmaster, Doragosa, left an arcane projection to tend to everyday activities. Surely, after many thousands of years, the magic is still in perfect working order. Right? My advice? Probably wait a while before enrolling here. Maybe after they have sorted out a few of the problems. Honestly, while this dungeon is fun, we struggled to find its place within the greater story of Warcraft. It seemed like a great way to add some more life to the re-emerging Dragon Empire. How wrong we were. We started by exploring the sprawling cliffs for every detail, studying the magic that they were learning, even noting how in the dungeons some of the more aggressive books actually give lessons in the magical arts themselves. We did not want to spoil you on it, but keep an eye out when running the dungeon yourself. But it turned out the beautiful academy built into the cliffs actually covered up a dark, rotting underbelly. The bones of long dead dragons litter the landscape, and caves filled to the brim with broken and lost Titan artifacts. The decay-wielding Gnoll shamans had ventured to this place, and an abnormal amount of Scythid and other insectoids can be found down there. I encourage everyone to grab their tinfoil hats before we continue. But the first point I would like to make is actually the naming of this place. Algeth'ar is a strange name and not typical of dragon or Titan naming procedure. What it is typical of is pre-sundering names. Ankiraj, Ajol Nerub, Nyalotha, to name a few. It does seem a little familiar, right? From this, I propose that the Academy inherited its name from the area upon which it was built. The implications of all of this is that this was once part of pre-Titan ordered territory of the Black Empire. The Titan water purification facilities we find on Azeroth each seem to be made in areas infected by the old gods. Yashaj to the Terrace of Endless Spring, Sithun to Ungoro Crater, Yogg-Saron to Sholazar. While it is unclear whether these pools were caused as the old gods burrowed themselves into the crust, or that like leeches they were drawn to where the power was strongest. There is a very large Titan water infusing facility on this island right beneath Tyrhold. One still used to subjugate and alter dragonkind as we know it. In the video on Brackenhide Hollow, we shared a theory on how we thought the decay was related to the fifth old god, the one we never found, and now, once again, the only other area that the decay sworn gnolls can be found relates to a mysterious old god building. So, as an addendum to the old god theory we proposed, we would like to alter it here, based in light of new evidence. Instead of the Titans being the ones who jailed this ancient being and never mentioned it, instead it was the other old gods themselves who devoured it, or perhaps they sealed it away within a cursed blade. Next is the presence of the primordial insectoid race of the Scythid we see. They appear in a few locations, but are in much greater quantities here, with the caves being named the Chittering Caverns in honor of the sound they make as they traverse their territory. While prodigious size alone does not belie a relationship to the Achaea, it is very coincidental. The Scythid are likely what happens when the insectoids that became the Achaea, when corrupted by the oozings of the old gods, are purified. Purified using the Order magic waters. The old god that once corrupted them, long dead and bound, unable to enact its dark will still. Even dead or trapped, these eldritch beings hold power we could never understand. The stirrings of primordial power could have reawakened this long dead god. Perhaps the consciousness was freed from the blade allowing it to return to its body? That which is not dead can eternal lie, and in stranger eons, even death may die. Now repeat after me. There are definitely 100% no old gods in Dragonflight. Right? Come back anytime.